Three. Yes, everything is working as it should. Hello, 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 YouTube. So, YouTube, we are set and we are live. We're live again, both on Facebook and on YouTube. Our topic for today is 100%. 100%, and then there's more. 100%, and then there's more. Now, that is an unusual topic. What does it mean? It means that if you have the capacity to give 100%, you have the capacity to give more. And let's find out how that is going to happen. I'm Dr. Priscilla. I am a native English speaker and I live in the US. Thank you so much for joining me on the live stream, or thank you for watching the replay. Whichever the case may be, know that I value and appreciate each and every one of you. I also value and appreciate the comments that you all leave either on Facebook or on YouTube. Thank you so much for that. You are so much appreciated. Now, let's talk about our 100%. When you are at the capacity of being able to give 100%, that means that you have a little bit more that you can give. You may ask, how so, Dr. Priscilla? How is it that if I'm already giving 100%, how can I give even more? If you are currently giving 100% of whatever it is that you have to give, you're freeing up more of your energy, more of your ability to do more, just a little bit more. That little bit more may be reading just one more paragraph in a book. That little bit more might be preparing one more meal for tomorrow or the next day, preparing something in advance to maximize your time. Whatever it is that you're doing, and you're doing it at 100%, you can do a little more. Let's look at this for a moment. When you think about manufacturing or machinery, when that machine is going at full throttle, let's just say it's a train, and when it gets up to maximum speed, it just can't go anymore. It cannot go any faster. Something else can be done. It could be the adjustment of the rails on the track. Instead of it going around the curve, maybe if we straighten out the track, then the track can go a little bit faster. It can go a little bit faster. And this is done because a person's mind is freed up to make an improvement. Mastery has been done on getting the train to go as fast as it could around bends and curves and up and down. But what if we could just have one straight shot? We know that the fastest way to get to anything is a straight line. So this is what I mean by, if you're at 100%, you can get a little bit better. Let's just say that you're cooking dinner for maybe 6, and you've got the right size pot. You know the amount of water, you've got the right measuring cup, you know the temperature, you know everything that is required. But what if you have the opportunity to prepare a meal for 12? Is it really going to take you more time? Not really, because you have systematically designed the system to do whatever it is that you need to do for 6. You may need to get a bigger pot. You may need a little more water. But in essence, you've got a little bit more that you can do, a little bit more than the 100%. Because you know the routine, you know what is required, and you know how to get from, yes, you know what I'm going to say, you know how to get from point A to point B. So everybody can go that 100%, and then there is more. You will need to get to the 100% first. And this is where the problem is for most people. Most people are in a hurry to get to the 100%, that they just throw in the towel because it's taking too long. And if it's taking too long to get to the 100%, it is very unlikely that you will get to 110%. So hold that thought in your mind, sit with that for a second. Am I right? Are you always in a hurry to get to 100%? And if you don't get to 100% by the time that you think that you should be at 100%, you just give it up and start something else that you've got to invest your time, your energy, and perhaps your money into. And that's what I think. So it comes back for me full circle for the non-native English speaker. I know a vast amount of the non-native English speakers are in this trance, trying to find out the best avenue to improve conversational English. And I know this because of the questions that I'm asked. How can I improve my English fluency? How can I sound like a native? I know I sound like a broken record because this is the same thing that my students are saying and asking me the same thing. I'm thinking, didn't someone just ask me this yesterday? But it wasn't you. It was just that it was another non-native English speaker. So many of the non-native English speakers are of the same mindset. They want the same thing. They want to be fluent in English. They want to be fluent now, but they do not want to put in the time, the effort, and the energy. And those that are willing to put in the energy, it's almost as if they're chasing their tail like a dog. I see something around the corner, but I don't know that I'm going in the same direction that I just left. So all of the information that you're searching for on the internet, all of the people that you're interacting with on the internet, without a guidance, without your GPS, you know that you're here and you're trying to get here, but you do not have a clear path of how to get there. So you start with what you know, and perhaps one tutor, one teacher, one mentor tells you this, and then another teacher brings you right back here. And you're thinking, I was here before, now I'm back here. And it is because of the quality of the questions that you're asking. My suggestion is that when you are doing research, and that is your word, well, it's okay. Your last word for the month of January is research. That is your final word, and it will post sometime around midnight tonight. The word is research. When you're doing your research or your due diligence and you're seeking for someone who is going to help you with your conversational English, I'm not necessarily saying that the cheapest is not good enough. Usually it isn't. And those things that most people receive for free, they do not value it. They do not appreciate it for what it is, but there is value in it. And for those of you who are smart enough, should take advantage of it. But that's not the case with the majority of people, including myself. There has been many opportunities where something was available to me absolutely free, and I did not take advantage of it. An opportunity actually presented itself to me today, and that opportunity was for me to take this online course that was completely free, but I didn't have the time. I did not have the time to invest in that course, so I missed out on that. Now, of course, I'm sure that at the end of this free presentation, that there would have been something that this individual would have offered to me that I may have found even greater value. But even if I didn't want to take on the additional valuables that would be given, I could have gained a huge benefit just by taking in what was being given to me for free, but I just didn't have the time. I didn't have the bandwidth for it. And that may be the case with some of the non-native English speakers. There is a lot of free information going around, but you don't have the bandwidth, meaning that you're tired You have work tomorrow. You have children today that you need to take care of. And there's a lot of things that are championing for your time. And it is up to us to find a way to leverage that. The way that I leverage it for me is that I usually have to pay for it. I usually have to take the monetary side and pay for whatever it is that I want. If I really want it, I usually will end up paying for it. But I will have done my research. I will have done my research and I will find out if I'm paying my money for something, is it going to yield me the results that I'm seeking? And if I find that, and if I believe that I'm going to get the results that I'm seeking, I'm good. I'm happy with my decision to pay for whatever it is that I'm getting, the service, the courses. And most of the things that I'm paying for, it is for the benefit of the non-native English speaker. So when I come to you and I tell you that I have something that I'm offering to you, it isn't something that is fly by night, something that I just thought of. It is something that I have given a lot of thought to and created something that is uniquely different than what other people are presenting to you. But every one of you, each of you who are actually, those of you who are already my students and the potential students, you have the opportunity to hop on a call with me, talk with me for about 30 minutes, and we talk about what your desires are and how we can come up with a plan. If I decide that you are not a good fit for any of my programs that are on my website, I will tell you that you are not ready for this program or that program. However, I will always recommend something for the individual. I always have something. And that one something could just very well be that spend some time on the YouTube channel and watch some of the videos to bring yourself up to a particular level. And I will give you specific videos that I would recommend that you watch. But that's free information. And again, when you're getting free information, individuals tend to think that there's no value to be found in that free information. But I will let you decide. I just wanted to let you know that when you're giving 100%, there's always a little bit more that you can give. Yes, you are anticipating what I'm thinking now. When you get to 110%, you still have a little bit more. You still have a little more that you can give. You can always give because there is an abundance of da 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 da. There is an abundance. You can never have more than enough. There is no such thing as more than enough. Now you may be thinking, or what just quickly came across my mind on YouTube, there's this channel with with people with excess weight. They have an abundance of weight. That's much more than any body needs to have. But it proves my point. You can take on a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And the more you take on, something else is happening to your mind, to your body, to whatever it is that you're taking more on. More. There is a risk, however, if it's, let's just say it's obesity. But I think that before you got to that point of obesity, if you are an adult with a sound mind, you saw those changes. And who made the decision not to do anything? It wasn't your mother. It wasn't your father. It wasn't your brother. It wasn't your sister. It was, yeah, it was you. It was you. You were the one that decided that you were going to take on this. So when I say take something on, let's be reasonable about that which we take on. If you are not really concerned about your health, eat what you want. If you are concerned about your health, take a look at what you're eating. Take a look at how you're spending your life. If there are some underlying factors that are causing you to eat or causing you to do, not necessarily eat, it could, I used to bite my fingernails. I used to bite my fingernails off. And I know that it was because I was nervous. I didn't feel confident. I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. And I wasn't really sure why. I don't know why. I just felt like I wasn't enough. But now I know I am enough. I am enough, and then some. I can be more. I still bite my nails, but it's not because I'm biting my nails out of nervousness. I just do not particularly care for long nails unless I'm going to some type of an event. And then I'll go to the nail salon and have my nails put on. But other than that, I prefer to have short nails. And if you know anything about typing, I can't type with long nails. And I love to type. I love to be on the computer. I love to maneuver around, type out memos, create things, create lesson plans, talk to individuals such as yourselves on the computer. So I need short nails. Now, what do you think about that thought? You have 100% of whatever it is that you enjoy doing, and then you can do a little more. So I want you to hold that thought in your mind and always know that when you're making a decision to do a little more, you can do a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. All right, we're coming up on the 17-minute hour. I'm usually here for 20 minutes. I don't see any questions for me. I don't see any comments for me. But I do want to say that I really do appreciate you all joining with me this evening, watching my videos, leaving comments on my videos, and being a big part of my community. So thank you so much for being here. It is the beginning of the week. Tomorrow is the last day of January. I hope that each and every one of you will go out and make it a great day. Send January out with a bang. Enjoy the first month of the year. Think about what you said you would do on January 1. How close are you to staying committed to what you said that you were going to do? And I can honestly say that the things that I said that I was going to do, I have done them. So let me pat myself on the back twice because I have done well by what I said. I did not make any resolutions that I would say that I was going to do for the remainder of my life or the remainder of the year. I just took 1 month at a time. I said that I was going to post a vocabulary word every day. And this is what I've done. I do have one more vocabulary word to post for January 31, and it will post sometime shortly after midnight. I don't know exactly what the challenge will be for February. I don't know that the challenge will be for a complete month of February, but there will always be a challenge. Well, I will say, I hope to have a challenge for each of you every month of 2022. It may be 3 days, it may be 7 days, and it could be that there will be several challenges within the year. But whatever the case may be, I'm going to be committed to it. Hope that I can be an accountability partner for you to see that you actually see it through. And if there's something specific that you want me to do for you in the month of February, in the year of 2022, all that you need to do, if you're on YouTube, type it in the comment section. If you're on Facebook, type it in the chat, and I will see if I can make it happen for you. It is now 45 seconds before the 20 minutes are up. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. For those of you who will watch the replay, thank you. I love the hearts up. I love the feedback, and I love interacting with you all. Until tomorrow night at 8 p.m., I bid you adieu. Have a good night, everybody. And I still have 40 seconds. And it seems that when you're looking at the clock, not that I'm in a hurry to leave, but I don't want to prolong the video for those who will watch the replay and there isn't any interaction. So for that reason, I want to end pretty close to being on time. It is the bewitching hour. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to say goodnight to Facebook. Have a good night. I will say goodnight to YouTube. Thanks everyone, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Bye for now.